A lot of Pentest reports look really good, they sound professional, but they still do very little to improve security within their customers' infrastructure. And this is not because the testing was bad, but because the report never really turns into action. So here are 7 reasons your report is useless and what I think you should do instead. The first point is a bit straightforward. You try to speak to everyone at once. Local reports try to speak to leadership, security, developers, sysadmins and auditors all at once. That usually means it's too broad for everyone. Leadership wants business impact, engineers want to fix, those are not the same thing. Instead, I would like you to split up it. Give the leadership the summary they want, give the security leaders a technical summary that they want, then give the actual people that will mitigate the issues the specific remediation steps. The second point is kind of obvious, but I see it happening all the time. Your report is too long. Nobody is ever going to read an 80-page Pentest report. They might skim it, but they are just going to skip to the parts that are important for them. They're gonna ask what is wrong, where is it, and what do I need to do. Instead, you should mainly keep the full report if it's needed, but you should make the action points short, obvious, and easy to find. Everyone should have an easy time to find the parts that are important to them. The third point is your findings are relying too much on CVSS scores. CVSS and scan and certificates are useful, of course, but they do not understand your environment. They do not understand context, and they do not understand the business. They don't even know if it's internet facing or not, what matters most, or what issues can be chained together. So the highest score is not always the biggest risk. Instead, you should always learn to know your customer and prioritize findings by real business impact and realistic effect paths, not just by whatever number looks the scariest. The fourth point might be a bit hard, depending on how conservative your customer is, but your report is already getting outdated. The second the report is delivered, things start changing. New code gets pushed, configs change, cloud settings move around. So a Pentest report is just a snapshot and never a permanent truth. Instead, you should try to treat pen testing as part of an ongoing process. Use retest, targeted follow-up testing, and other continuous checks to the where it makes sense. The fifth point is really important. Nobody owns the fix. This is where a lot of findings go to die. Everyone agrees that the findings matter, that it's important. There is no single name put on the finding. Security thinks that IT will handle it, IT thinks the F team will do it, then nobody does it and just stalls. Instead, assign owners early. Every finding, or at least every category of finding, should have a specific name of someone responsible for getting it fixed. The sixth point is that the findings never become real tasks. A finding inside a PDF report is easy to ignore. But if the finding is found in Jira, Azure DevOps or ServiceNow or whatever the customer uses, they are much harder to ignore. Make sure that findings are turned into real tracked tasks with owners, dev ends and visibility in the systems that the customer is already using to track their employees. 7. Nobody checks if the fix worked. A team says that the issue is fixed. That's great, but was it actually fixed? Without retesting, you can't really be sure, and I'm seeing a lot of times that is not the case. Instead, you should build retesting into the process. Make sure that it's not an option but a default, and usually a targeted retest is enough. You don't really need a full near engagement, just test the findings. Yeah, so those were all of my points today. This is the real problem with a lot of Pentest reports. The testing can be good, the findings can be real, the report can look great, but if it does not lead to action, it's really kind of useless. The goal is not to produce a PDF, the goal is to actually reduce risk and improve the security posture of your customer. So finally, a quick list of do's and don'ts. Don't write one giant report for everyone, don't assume people will read all of it, don't trust severity scores blindly, never treat the report like a full security program, never leave findings floating around, and never assume that fix worked without checking. Instead, you should tailor the output to the audience, you should keep it short and actionable, you should try to prioritize my business reality, you should assign owners to the findings, you should turn the findings into real tasks, and then you should retest fixes. That's all. Thank you.